if you will please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the invocation. Pastor Basio.
Sorry, I was hiding in plain sight. Good afternoon and evening.
The little red light's on.
Oh, I turned it off.
Yeah.
It's the way most people like it. You know, I was thinking about that word indivisible. It's a word we don't use anymore. And, you know, there's only a few numbers that are indivisible as a whole, and one is one of those numbers. And I think that tonight, if I pray a prayer, I'd like to pray a prayer for us to have one heart, one city, all for one and one for all. Let's pray. Lord, thank you for this opportunity to come before you. And Lord, even if it's the fact that we don't believe in you, we're still coming together. And I pray that we would have one heart. Lord, not a divided heart, not a broken heart, but one heart. And for the brokenhearted and the hurting, I pray for healing. We thank you. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Michael, if you'll please take the roll.
All right. Looks like a full vote here. Councilman Lloyd.
Here.
Councilman Schlack.
Present.
Councilman Barr.
Here.
Councilman Marcos.
Here.
Councilman Valerius.
Here.
Councilwoman Nick.
Here.
Treasurer Estheimer.
Present.
And Mayor McLeod.
Here.
We have a quorum, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
Motion.
I have a motion from Mr. Schlack, second by
Valerius.
Mr. Valerius. Any changes, corrections? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting of November 26th?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Barr.
Second.
Second by Mr. Marcos. Any corrections? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion is carried. Now we come on to organizational business. The first one is the appointment of the 2025 Board of Review. These members are presented to us by our Deputy Assessor Christine Johns, and they are appointed to the 2025 Board of Review for a 1-year period. May I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Nick.
Second.
Second by Mr.
Valerius.
I was writing it down. The individuals are Mr. Kenneth Lieber, Mr. Timothy O'Neill, and Mr. Zach Schlacht. Are there any questions or concerns? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? They are appointed. The second item is the study session schedule for 2025. That will occur every other month. If there is something to be covered, I presented that to you. We will start with the first Tuesday in January, and then March, May, July, September, and November. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Marcos. Second by Mr. Barr. Any comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Thank you. Mr. Mizzi.
All right, Mayor and Council, today I bring forward the council meeting schedule. Pretty much, what were the dates we had to change? I think the first meeting in November will be the 18th, and then the last meeting in December will be the 16th. So, but if anything else comes up, if anything changes, we could change it by council resolution. Excuse me, I believe November, now that I'm remembering, I didn't bring my notes, but I think that was Veterans Day.
Yes, and we're closed.
And then we could have went to November, the first Tuesday in November. However, that's an election day. No, we don't have one now. but just in case, so I figured if the mayor and council are happy with this, we can approve it. And again, at any time, you could change or call a meeting. It's up to you.
Thank you. We have a motion to approve the council meeting schedule for 2025.
Motion, Mayor.
Motion by Mr. Valerius,
Second.
second by Mr. Barr. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We have a meeting schedule. City Treasurer.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Tonight, I just want to talk about our winter tax bills that were sent out last week. If you have not received a bill and you are expecting one, please call or email me or the office, and we can get one to you. We can email one to you or send you a hard copy. Also, we've heard from some of our residents who signed up for ACH that the verbiage is not on their bill that says automatic withdrawal, do not pay. And in some cases, we've had about 10 or 15 of them that we've entered in, but they're in the system. So please, if you signed up for ACH and you do not see on the left-hand side of your bill in bold print where it says automatic withdrawal, do not pay, it's very easy to find, it's not hidden. If you do not see that and you signed up, please contact us prior to February 14th. We'll re-enter that ACH into the system to make sure that your taxes get pulled properly. And that's all I have for you.
Thank you. Any comments or questions? Move on to the interim city administrator's report.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, and residents. The millage road selected for next summer is Manor Avenue from Leslie to Wick and from Wick to Moore. This will be done in concrete, not asphalt this time. This project is currently out for bid. New firefighter, paramedic Ryan Hudgens started last Monday. He will officially be sworn in at the December 17th next week council meeting. The fire station renovation project has begun. Asbestos abatement started, and they are building the temporary dorms, offices, and kitchen. The lead service replacement program did 33 homes so far this year. The program will resume in March due to the weather of the winter and will be done by the end of construction year of 2025. The plan is to change approximately 200 lead lines to copper in our residential homes. Shop with a Hero with fire and police is tonight and tomorrow night. Target and Meijer are donating to this worthy cause for the families in need. The DDA holiday market was a success. With the hockey tournaments in full swing during the event, this combination was also a boost to the small businesses downtown. There is a municipal facilities committee meeting tomorrow to review potential plans for updating the library. Ripple Fiber has been mailing out information regarding their internet service that will be available to citizens in Allen Park next year. We've received several people come to our counter wondering if this is a scam, which it is not. They will begin boring to lay the fiber out in the summer of 2025. So there's gonna be a lot of construction you're gonna see from this fiber company throughout the city. Just bear with them. And the last day for the fire department's Toys for Tots drop-off is December 15th. Thank you.
Thank you. I have a motion to accept and file the administrator's report.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Lloyd,
Second.
second by Mr. Valerius. Any comments or questions?
Just out of curiosity, is our new firefighter, is he like a new recruit, or is he coming to us from someplace else?
I'm gonna defer to Jeff.
Our new firefighter, firefighter Hudgens, is a Allen Park, ex-Allen Park resident. He lives in Taylor now, resides in Taylor now, and he is a new firefighter. Kind of figured things out in his life and decided he wanted to go into this later on. And he had just finished, he had gone to firefighting school earlier when he was younger, and then as things progressed, he decided to go get his paramedic and EMT, and he had just graduated. So we were kind of waiting for him to pass his test. He passed his test, and we were able to hire him December 2nd.
Oh, that's great news. Awesome.
Yep.
Thanks, Chief.
Yep.
Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Now we come to public comments. You are limited to 4 minutes. All we ask is that you provide your name and the street on which you live. Please do not provide your full address. And the only other thing we ask is that you keep your comments civil.
Good evening, City Council, Mayor, Raymond, Gus, and Quant. First of all, I'm here real fast to go ahead and wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't see you in the future. I also would like to go ahead and wish all the police department, the fire department, every civil worker here, and every single citizen in this great city of Allen Park, and everyone else out in this world. Merry Christmas to you all, and have a Happy New Year. So with that done, got a couple questions. I would like to know when we, the citizens, are going to start, and the city is going to start taking back our city. I'm getting a little sick and tired of going ahead and waking up and getting up after my trash got picked up, and they're doing a great job picking it up. They send 2 or 3 trucks out, bam, and they're done. 8 o'clock, they're done. But they're throwing every single container in the street. Every one of them was in the street on my street, and that's on Quant. Every one. I brought it up to one of their drivers, and I really got the finger from him. So I'm going to sit there and tell you right now, we the citizens need to take our city back. With that also done, I will also like to know when and what are we going to do about our great Christmas lights. On Park, they look to the street. On Allen Road, they look to the sidewalks. They don't look great. And I'd like to know how DTE was allowed to come in and cut those lines, and why we even allowed it. And why, when we bring in a contractor like that, where maybe some of the input from us citizens are needed, and especially all those businesses. I did a drive-by. I went through our street. I went all the way out to Ecorse. I went all the way out to Trenton, and I drove all around. It's amazing how some of them are really decorated nice. It's amazing how the businesses got involved. I'm not up here to bitch. I'm only up here because I know I get listened to. I would dislike our city to be taken back, and I'd like us to go ahead and really look for our citizens. I want to thank you all for being involved with that fantabulous, great-looking, brand-spanking new bridge on Reek. Man, does that look good. It really does. They did an excellent job, and they did an excellent job on that whole entire street. Hopefully, in the future, when we get work done like that, it is done in that kind of professional manner. So I'm praising them right now, and anybody who was involved. They did an excellent job. I know my formness is probably up. So in the future, I would like to go ahead and have at least one of you get up here and put a resolution in to get us citizens 5 minutes. And bring it up, because you are allowed to bring it up at the beginning of the meeting to change the God-blessed agenda and says, hey, let's just give the citizens 5 extra minutes. Even notice nobody else got up. So I'm not burning a lot of your time up. I'm up here because my 2 neighbors got on my butt, who are 80 years old, and says, Ray, I can't pick these containers up. They dropped them on the street because that's what they did. So us citizens got together and picked them up and helped them pull them in their backyard. That's what we need to do. So with that, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I am planning to be at the next meeting. You guys frowning? No. Okay. I'm laughing.
If you weren't there, we'd be worried.
Okay.
We would.
I know you would. So thank you very much for giving me the time. You guys have a great day.
Thank you.
No one else is coming up. We'll close public comments. I do thank you for letting me know about the containers in the street. I have been getting with priority and advising that that should not be done. and I will advise them that it's still happening on Quant. I know it's been taken care of on several other streets where it's been reported, so all we need to know is, need to know about it so that we can advise them and they can let their supervisor know. And now we will come to the consent agenda, which tonight consists of claims and accounts and the payroll report. Motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Marcos. Second. Second by Mr. Barr. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We will pay our bills again. Resolution. Resolution 1 is to approve the purchase of one self-contained breathing apparatus, an SCBA, refill station in the amount of $55,929.17, using funds from the construction bonds account 401-336-985-000. Motion, please.
Motion, Mayor.
Motion by Mr. Schlack.
Second.
Second by Mr. Lloyd. Chief O'Reilly.
Good evening. I'm here tonight seeking approval to purchase the SCBA fill station and compressor. As I put in my report, this is one of the most important parts or tools that the firefighters use at every fire scene or incident where we need fresh air. Our current SCBA station is over 20 years old, and they have to be serviced monthly and certified yearly. At the last service appointment we had, our current service technician recommended, due to the limited parts available for our unit, to start putting money away for a new system. So we're asking to purchase this tonight. This will not be installed until the construction project is completed. Part of the construction project is to build in the proper electrical and foundations for this equipment. So and by purchasing this now, we're being able to lock in the pricing.
Does anyone have any questions?
Through the chair?
Yes.
But our current refill station will make it the next year, though? Like, that will be good until we're able to, okay?
It is good as long as it's running. And depending on, what breaks on it, there may be parts, there may not.
Okay.
If for some reason that we had a situation, we'd be able to figure something out.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry, when did you say it was gonna be installed?
It'll be installed as part of the building.
Okay, so this bid is solid. There's no contingency.
Nope, this bid is if you approve it,
Okay.
I am letting them know it'll be purchased.
Sure.
Yes.
Any other questions?
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you. Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution 2 is to approve the purchase of an upgraded MagnaGrip exhaust source capture system in the amount of $27,511, using funds from the construction bonds account. Motion, please.
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Mick.
Second.
Second by Mr. Valerius.
Okay, so
O'Reilly.
again, the MagnaGrip system is our diesel and gas capture system that we attach to the trucks. When you walk in the station, there's the hoses hanging down from the ceiling. It attaches to the exhaust, so when we're running the trucks inside the pumps during our testing or anytime we need to work on them, it pulls that diesel and gas fumes out into atmosphere, so it's not in the station. The current system that we have right now was bought quite a few years ago, and while it still works, it was not designed for the new DEF engines. The diesel engines that use DEF, those are low-pressure systems, so we have adjusted our current system the best that we can. Sometimes the things will kick on just with wind pressure because it's so sensitive. Sometimes they kick on, sometimes they don't. So this system is designed for the low-pressure new engine systems, diesel systems. It has a better connection, so they stay on the truck, they don't fall off. And it's just a total upgrade of the whole system, including adding another rail system to the first bay as we're adjusting our apparatus for the new station.
Of course.
Yes?
Both of these items, I'm also Resolution 1, are we paying for these, especially that one, now or at install?
They will be paid for when I place the order.
So when we,
Yes,
like whenever, we gotta pay it up front.
yes. That locks in the price, but the warranties on both of these do not kick in until they're installed.
That's good. Thank you.
Any further questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution 3, to approve Tom Murray to sign and renew our interlocal agreement with Oakland County for IT services that are required to process credit card and debit card payments. Motion, please.
Motion, Mayor.
Motion by Mr. Lloyd, second by Mr. Marcos. Mr. Murray, will you explain what this is?
Sure. So we take credit cards and debit card payments for police, court. That's what this one specifically is for. We also have another type service that we use in our building department, City Hall. We looked into possibly changing over the court and the police department to a company called Point and Pay that we use in the building department, City Hall. There's a fee attached to that that the city pays. The building department can cover that because they add a fee to that. The police department and court, to do that, would have to come up with money in their budget and what have you. This doesn't cost the city any money. This only costs in fees that are captured through the use of a credit card or debit card. So Oakland County, we have done this 10 years, I think now. 2014 was the original contract. This was renewed 5 years ago. They're 5-year contracts. We decided to bring this forth to just continue this 5-year contract for the next 5 years.
Are there any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution 4, to approve J.S. Vig to award the recommended bids as part of the fire station renovation construction project. Motion, please.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Valerius, second by Mr. Barr. Mr. Vig and Chief O'Reilly.
So we're here tonight to ask for your approval for the bids that were submitted. The bids were all vetted by all parties, by the city and the construction companies, and we find that they are acceptable. Anything specific that you'd like to ask?
Anyone have any questions? I know we discussed this extensively at the work session, but if you would like to elaborate any more, Mr. Big?
First of all, Mayor and Council, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity. It's a very exciting project. I feel as though the team has worked together extremely hard and for some period of time to get all the requirements that the fire chief and his team need in this building into the project scope of work. Also, when we went out to subcontractor bid, we had a very high level of enthusiasm and participation, and I feel as though the bids that we received were very responsive. And, as we prepare, having met with the low subcontractors, as we prepare to start the project, and we look at the fact that, it is a challenging phased renovation, but the subcontractors and suppliers have a very clear understanding of what the expectations are with the schedule and what their scope of work is. So thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I liked what you said during the work session, and for those that weren't present, I think it's important just to reiterate the fact that although this is a renovation, the fact remains that when it's done, it's gonna look like a brand-new fire station. And I think that's really important. It's not just an interior redo, it's going to look like a new place, which I think is gonna be great.
Correct, and it will be more than just looking, it will be a new place. The infrastructure alone everything's being replaced in the infrastructure. The things that we are keeping are exterior walls, the cement in the bay floor, things like that. But every component of this building will be brought up to code and meet the needs of today and 40, 50 years into the future.
Excellent point. Thanks for bringing that up.
Any further comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Where's the confetti?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Resolution 5 is to waive the bid process as there is no economic benefit to rebid the street sectioning and utility repair program contract, and authorize the city to accept the proposal from Savone Cement to extend their 2024 contract pricing to the 2025 construction season. Motion, please.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Valerius.
Support.
Supported by Mr. Schlack. Comments or questions? Yes.
Savone has been, an outstanding performer for us. And if I'm not mistaken, they extended their 23 pricing through 24 for us. So would that not be correct that we're getting 23 pricing in 25?
To an extent. So in his letter, it states that he will extend his pricing except for if material were to increase. Material increased by a very minimal margin, but for the most part, it is pretty much the same price, yes.
Okay, perfect.
Any other questions?
Just through the chair, just want to comment again that how much appreciate that partnership and the fact that, like, to Councilman Marcos's point, in this market, the fact that we have very little fluctuation in that price over the last 3 years when inflation has been rampant. It's very, very fortunate to have a partner as Savone. Very appreciated. Savone.
I should know better. Any other comments?
If I could,
Yes.
I'd like to also comment that Savone Cement, or Savone Cement, has done more than concrete work for the city. They've done many things. When we had a flood, unfortunately, back in 2019, he helped us with the trash pickup. They also helped build a sled hill for the community.
Yep.
He's also done several DDA projects. The company has done a lot more than just what this contract states. As Mr. Lloyd states, Councilman Lloyd, it's a true partnership with the city. The quality is second to none. Our engineers would tell you that every day of the week. They would love to have him work in the other cities they have as well. We're trying to retain him so that don't happen.
Any of that at all.
I just wanted to give you guys a note of how his quality is.
Any other comments or questions?
Through the chair. Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I was quickly to motion for this. I mean, not to beat a dead horse like everyone else said, but I do value partnership. We've had with Savone Cement and other partners around the city. If it weren't for the partnerships that we have, we wouldn't be the city we are. So very much thank you for your partnership.
Thank you. Any other comments or questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. Coming to other business. The first and second reading of proposed ordinance number 1-2025. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Valerius, second by Mr. Marcos. Mr. Cover, will you do the first and second readings?
Do we vote to do the
Oh,
reading?
I'm sorry. Cart before the horse.
You were
Are there
testing
any-
me, I appreciate it.
Thank you. And you passed. Are there any comments or questions at this point? Hearing none, all
I'm
in
sorry,
favor
Mayor,
say.
I'm sorry. Just to clarify for anybody that missed last time around, this is a sale of the property off of the Southfield Service Drive.
Correct.
More or less, it is useless to anybody except for the preschool that is, our daycare center that is attached to it.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Now we will do the reading.
All right, first reading by title only of proposed ordinance 01-2025. An ordinance of the City of Allen Park Code of Ordinances amending Chapter 2 Administration, Article 6, Finance, Division 4, Conveyance or Leases of Lands of City to authorize the sale of vacant parcel of land known as tax parcel ID 30-0040020823-000. Second reading, an ordinance of the City of Allen Park Code of Ordinances amending Chapter 2 Administration, Article 6, Finance, Division 4, Conveyance or Leases of Lands of the City to authorize the sale of a vacant parcel of land known as tax ID 30-0040-02-0823-000. Thank you.
Thank you. And we are slated to go into closed session, but before we do that, We will do the elected officials' comments, because people may not want to wait around. And so this evening, we will start with Mr. Estheimer.
I have nothing to mention this evening, so God bless you. Have a good night.
Thank you. Mr. Mizzi.
Thank you all for coming out. God bless you and good night.
Ms. Nick.
Oh,
Keep it going, keep it rolling.
All right, well, I'll just have a couple of comments, okay? I just wanted to welcome the new fire person, Ryan Hutchins, to our fire department. And then this Thursday at the middle school, they're having an event for their PTA. It's a Santa Claus. So families, if you want to go out there, they're going to have cookies and hot chocolate, and you can take pictures with Santa. And again, the Toys for Tots over at the fire department, just put it in their gingerbread house. That's still going on till the weekend. And then the only other thing is Councilman Schlack, I just want to say congratulations. After 2 years of, I know, hard work, working on your master's with a full-time job and a family. I think you're going, what, the 14th you graduate? Something like that. This Friday you graduate, so congratulations on your master's, and have a good night.
Thank you. Mr. Valerius.
I'll keep it short. I just got one comment I want to throw out towards Chief O'Reilly and Deputy Chief. Just wanted to thank you. You know, I know this whole process with this fire station and how much you've invested your time and energy into working with JSFIG and everything. I know it's tremendous undertaking, time-consuming, and you know, just the weight on your shoulders in regards to making sure we get everything right. You know, and putting something together that's going to be you know, awesome for the current firefighters we have and future firefighters that decide to come and work in Allen Park. And I just wanted to thank you both for all that time and energy. And really, with that, I'll just.
Thank you, Mr. Marcos.
Ray, you still here? Yeah, of course. Okay. Trash cans. My street looked like a war zone. It used to be that we got picked up, you know, it was whenever. Now, if I don't have them out by 8 o'clock, I'm done, because they're gone to my street already. And we did talk about this trash can thing in the street previously. My street was one of them because they were all over the street on their sides. That was a few weeks ago, a month maybe, and few calls, and that, at least our street got taken care of. So bringing it to her attention, I'm sure she'll get it taken care of, because ours was just the same way. So it does get fixed. Now ours looks incredibly nice, and they're out of there by 8 o'clock in the morning. The holiday lights in and out. So you got the last meeting, and I think, and I'll try to remember everything. The lights, because of the size of the poles, the lights have to be should be turned in. I guess they were put out by mistake because trucks coming by can hit them because they're so low. And so they're all going to be turned in next year. Okay, so that's that. I don't have anything else other than my usual stuff. Today is Human Rights Day. It's International Animal Rights Day. It is, some guys will like this, National Lager Day, like a good lager. And today is also Nobel Prize Day, which is named after Alfred Nobel, a Swedish inventor who invented dynamite and then lived to regret it. So that's all I have. Thank you all for coming. See you next week.
Thank you, Mr. Marcos. Mr. Barr.
Just want to say I'm glad everybody pretty much had a good Thanksgiving, since it's already been, what, a week and a half. Really, everything that's been said, I'm just going to second everything they said. So,
Like that, ditto.
Yeah, ditto. Other than that, have a great week. We'll see you next week, and I yield.
Thank you. Mr. Schlack.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll be quick. First, I want to thank the DDA for the holiday market they had last week. And I also want to thank the citizens that I've got several emails about regarding helping with the snowfall we received on Thanksgiving that no one was expecting. People didn't even have their shovels out. So I want to thank those citizens that helped others when they were caught off guard, so to speak. So with that, I yield.
Thank you. Mr. Lloyd.
Just want to throw out PSA that we will be meeting next Tuesday. So the regularly scheduled meeting would be on the 24th. Obviously, that's Christmas Eve. We're not going to be doing that, especially for our seniors who need some extra credit. Looking at that second row over there. Okay, all right. So if you guys do need to get that extra credit, the meeting will be meeting 1 week from today. I just a thought that came to my mind. Big picture theme of the meeting takeaway is the importance of partnerships. And obviously, we talked about that with Savoni. They've been an amazing partner, but also JS Vig. JS Vig built this building, correct? DPW. It's actually Joe Vig's dad built the original fire station. And I think with both of those situations, it's a testament to when you treat people well, they treat you well, and it's mutually beneficial for everybody. And so I think that we're in a very fortunate space as a city that people want to do business with us. I think that that's just the big takeaway. Treat people well, they'll treat you back that same way. And even with our new firefighter, Officer Hudgens, who's coming in, former Allen Park person coming in, wants to come and service his community. That's an amazing thing. So feel very fortunate to be an Allen Parker. This is a day. I say this all the time about my other job. I really like my job. I just don't like to work. So I'm very fortunate to be able to come in here and do the people's work. And thank you all for coming out, and have a great evening.
Thank you. Well, I'll try and keep this brief also. Congratulations, Councilman Schlack. Time has flown, probably not for you, probably not as quickly as you'd like, but here you are, and you've reached your end goal, and congratulations on that. A thought had crossed my mind when we're talking about teamwork and relationships. I think what's key here is to keep in mind, you can look at a lot of other communities, and you can pick up the newspaper any day, and you can see where there are relationships that are forged in hell. And they are not the good relationships that you want. Fortunately, we sit here in a community where we have individuals like Savoni Cement, where they have an outstanding reputation. Their reputation is a good one, as opposed to some other communities where you have liaisons where you look at the people who are involved and you become very skeptical. And I think we are fortunate in that. Very fortunate, because we have a number of businesses that are Allen Park businesses where they can be trusted, and it's a mutual thing. Trust everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We're going to be back here again in a week. Something has been occurring in our community, and it was suggested that I let people know about it. For a long, long time, people have been asking, gee, is Allen Park ever going to get a dog park? What do you think about a dog park? And I had received communications from people on Facebook, et cetera, et cetera. We would also comment about the fact that Rusty the dog was keeping an eye on that property in front of the DPS. Well, we have a citizen committee which has been formed, and they are working with our department heads, with Tom Murray, Michael Laughlin, Rob Fulton, and Kyle Carr. And the citizens are Pam and Wayne Smith, who are regulars here and are very involved with the community. Christina Smith, who is not related at all, but someone that was encountered walking a dog at one of our parks and expressed an interest, and Stephanie Holdren. And these four individuals had a meeting with the department heads, and they are taking the bull by the horns, and will be coming back with some thoughts and ideas regarding a dog park and how we might get to that objective. So I just want everybody to know that that's coming, and you can look forward to that. And with that, I will ask for a motion to convene into a closed session to discuss pending litigation. Motion by Mr. Valerius.
Second.
Second by Ms. Nick. We need a roll call vote.
Yes, Mayor. Excuse me. I have a motion by Councilman Valerius, supported by Councilwoman Nick, that we convene into closed session to discuss pending litigation, written legal opinion, and the DDA as permitted under MCL 15.26A shall we convene? Councilman Barr?
Yes.
Councilwoman Nick?
Yes.
Councilman Lloyd?
Yes.
Councilman Marcos?
Yes.
Mayor McLeod?
Yes.
Councilman Schlatt?
Yes.
And Councilman Velez? Yep. And the yeses have it, we shall convene as prescribed by law.
Okay, and we are convening at 6:41. We'll take a 5-minute break and convene in the conference room.